All right, welcome to episode 2 of Hardwood Highlights. Our first topic of the day will be Game 1, getting our reaction. Steven, I'll start with you. What are your takeaways from the game?
My biggest takeaways is like whether or not the Warriors have cause for concern, because a lot of people, even though they would say the Celtics had a better roster, deeper bench, more balance on both sides of the ball, a lot of people still gave the Warriors the advantage in Game 1 because of their experience. Right, that's a core that's been in the finals multiple times, mix of young guys and vets that are experienced in deep playoff runs compared to a Celtics roster that I don't think had a single player that had made it to the finals before, and watching how that experienced team, a team that, has done it before, choked away a 14-point lead, played a terrible fourth quarter. That's not something you expect at all from an experienced team like that. And considering how much of the benefit was given to the Warriors because of their experience, seeing them choke a lead like that, take horrible shots, and just not compete in that last quarters, but I think it's a cause for concern if I'm a Warriors fan right now. That was a really terrible showing from them.
Okay. I like that you mentioned their experience because I don't think they're as experienced as we really think they are. Like, obviously, the three core players are very experienced, and their coach, Steve Kerr, Steph, Clay, and Draymond, they've all been there. But what do you think of guys down the stretch like Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins? Those are guys who are key players, but they really have zero experience in the finals, and it showed in the fourth quarter, so where they kind of broke down and allowed a tough team like the Celtics to come all the way back.
I definitely think Andrew Wiggins definitely needs to step up because he's definitely a top 5 scorer in this entire series, between the two teams. So I feel like in the fourth quarter he has to take and make more shots. And the outcome of the game, huh?
Yeah, 20.
I know, but I feel like he needs more down the stretch. You know what I mean? Yeah, in the clutch. Because you can't just rely on Curry and Clay, to get you buckets.
Yeah.
And then the outcome of the game, I was because I'm not a fan of Boston, so I didn't really like the outcome of the game, but it was a good run by them. I'll give it to them.
Yeah, and then that whole experience stat, I saw it said something like 123 games to 0. And that's adding up all the same games that the big three played for. So the experience is kind of, they made it seem bigger than it was. And then the biggest thing for Boston is they were able to weather all the storms that, all the punches Golden State threw at them, and they played really maturely. And Jason Tatum only having 12 points and them winning that game. If I'm Boston, I feel really good about the series so far.
Mm-hmm. Especially when they're in Golden State.
Yeah,
that's a tough road win.
Yeah, I think when you mentioned Jason Tatum only having 12, he also had 13 assists, so that was a big part of their comeback. Just him being a playmaker down the stretch, finding the open guys.
Mm-hmm. Unexpected, not gonna lie.
He's improved his playmaking this year a lot.
Mm-hmm. He's always been a solid passer, nothing crazy but solid.
Yeah, we definitely saw him take a big leap. I think the Heat series, we saw that take hold more, especially.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Game 7.
What? It's not even on the schedule. It's a week ago.
But
what?
No. Yeah. The Heat lost, right?
I said my piece on that already. Yeah. Okay, where's Chris Paul?
Okay.
Hey, we did this last episode.
We're talking about who's still in. We're talking about who's still in the playoffs. We're not talking about Cancun, all right?
Yeah, don't bring up my team.
But
all right.
Yeah, imagine being a Suns fan. That's crazy.
Bro, y'all got swept in the first round to the Celtics.
Well,
he started it.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Okay.
Want me to get into this?
I'm ready to rumble,
right.
bro.
Let's move away.
Keep it civilized, y'all.
Let's move away. Game 2, as of this recording, is tonight. Who do you guys have winning this game?
Warriors.
Any reason?
I don't know.
Warriors by a significant margin.
Also,
bounce back game. now we're gonna see the experience.
Yeah, I don't see the
That's a-
Warriors losing 2 at home, like back to
Yeah.
back. That would be crazy. And the Warriors have had their terrible games, like versus that one game where they got blown out by the Grizzlies, right? Without John Morant. They bounce back, and that is part of the experience. Even if their experience is overvalued, this team is experienced. They're at home. I don't see them losing 2 in a row.
Yeah.
It's definitely possible though, because this Boston team, like sometimes they're kind of like surprising, especially when their 2 star players like show up, especially Jaylen Brown.
I mean, Derek
it's a
White is never
possibility.
gonna do that again, though. Like,
I'd say
I mean, he
I'd-
could though. He could though.
Facts.
You don't.
He's
You
not
don't
Well,
know.
no, he's done it twice already.
Al Horford might
Like
do
he's
that
been
again.
balling out.
Derek White's never doing that again.
Al
You
Horford's
realize-
Still heavily contested threes he was making in the fourth, bro. He's not doing that again.
Well, look,
I'm
you know
sorry.
why he's doing that though, right? He just had a kid. You got
Yeah,
Fred
the father
VanVleet,
powers.
Van Fleet.
Yeah.
Van Fleet.
Exactly.
Fred Van Fleet
Exactly. He just had a kid. Got the superpowers.
treatment. That is true. We didn't consider that.
Well, unless Jason Tatum invokes the power of Kobe, which he's clearly trying to do,
Oh,
You wanna
I'm
be-
doing
then
it.
then I see the Warriors winning this game handily, or maybe not handily, but I see them pulling
I
away.
got Warriors by 16.
I'll have them
I
by
have-
double digits. Yeah, I'll take them by double digits.
I have a single digit game. I think most of the nerves we saw from the Celtics coming out of the gate for the first 3 quarters are really out of the way. So I think it's definitely going to be a much closer game. But I expect a better game from Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson tonight. So I have Warriors by about 7 or 8.
So we
Yeah,
all got
I think
Warriors?
that's fair.
We all got Warriors.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, even when Steph Curry was going crazy, though.
I think it'll be
the end of
close.
The end of the first quarter, I think the Celtics were only down like 3 or 4. So like
Yeah.
the Celtics can like weather these storms, but like Jason Tatum can't have 12 and they win again. That's not
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Yeah,
The Celtics were playing really bad those first 3 quarters, like a lot of turnovers. They were leaving Steph Curry open a lot. And, all those things are kind of like forgotten about because they made that,
Mhm.
40-16 fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But those are still issues that, we didn't really see solved. We just saw, the Warriors miss shots. So I don't
Yeah.
know if they can continue with that same thing. I don't know what adjustments they're going to make with that. They can't let Steph go ballistic again because it's going to kill them eventually.
Yeah, and they made their first 8 opening threes in the fourth. That's probably not gonna happen. Although I saw a stat, it was like most of their threes were actually open, were like very lightly contested. So the Warriors' 3-point defense hasn't been good.
the Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Gary Payton Jr. needs to come in.
Oh, he's back?
He said
Yeah,
he's
he?
ready.
why is he's back. He didn't really play though.
Okay.
Okay.
Why is Iguodala playing though? I understand he has
Hey,
experience, but
That's that
the man's
experience.
40
Yeah,
years
the
old.
veteran, bro.
That's
He's a
an
veteran.
experience.
He hasn't
bro.
played all playoffs, and we're letting this dude come off of his Walker and Kane off the bench
Bro, he was
and
still, bro,
play against a young Celtics team. He's not going to guard anybody.
that's former Finals MVP you're talking about.
Yeah, don't.
Oh,
Yeah,
like,
7
don't
years
respect
ago.
Miami Heat
Don't
legend
disrespect
Andre
him.
Iguodala, Milwaukee
you're right.
legend, by
You
the
know
way.
what? You're right.
No, he's not. Never mind.
No, he never played.
I'm tripping. I
All
thought
right.
he went to Marquette for a second.
All right. Speaking of Finals MVPs, let's go into our next topic. Steph Curry, heavily debated topic over the past week before the finals. Does he need a Finals MVP? Sam,
Look at
I'm
that,
gonna
he's
start
drinking
with
water,
you.
bro. He's getting ready.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. I have the Warriors winning this series. Okay, so Sam correct. 4 rings. If he doesn't win a Finals MVP, bro, that's like a huge asterisk next to his career. Like he needs one, and he's probably gonna get it this year. But he needs one at least. You can't have that many rings and not a single Finals MVP to show for it. In the first one, Iggy, that was questionable. The other 2, I mean, KD was clearly the better player, so he got those. Those were fair. He needs at least one to show for it, to show that he was clearly the best player on a championship team, because every other great has one. That's what I think.
here's the thing. I think this Finals MVP thing is tied with the narrative from 2016 that he just doesn't show up in the finals, which is completely false because I believe his career average in the finals is like 26, 6, and 5. So he shows up.
when KD's there.
He showed up when KD wasn't there twice.
Really?
Yeah, he averaged 30 in 2019. I got the stats on my notes right now.
Okay.
I got the stats right. So 2015 finals, he averaged 26 points, 5.2 rebounds, 6.3 assists, 2 steals,
Bro did his
44%
research.
field goal. Yeah, I did. 38% from the 3-point. Let's see, 2019 finals, 30.5 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, 6 assists, 1.5 steals, 41.4 from the field, and 34.3 from 3. So it's not like he doesn't perform in the playoffs. It's just this whole narrative that's really been pushed by like guys like Max Kellerman at ESPN that he doesn't show up in the finals
Guys like
just
Sam.
because he
Hey,
wants.
Max Kellerman's
Yeah.
he's a goat though. He's a goat.
Hey,
Yeah,
personally,
I like Max Kellerman, but I think he's wrong on this.
I personally am
A
not
little
a
bit,
whole
yeah.
big believer of like he doesn't show up because like I've watched every finals he's played in, but like I'm just saying he needs a finals MVP. That's what I'm saying. That's my
But-
argument.
Need it for what? Need it for what?
Yeah,
Legacy, the hardware, bro. That's like
The
one of the
reason-
He doesn't
staples of
need
a
one
top
though. He
10
doesn't
player.
need one. It would help
Yeah.
him. It would help him, but he
If
doesn't
we're-
need
how
one.
can
He's
you
already
win-
like top 20,
Bro,
top
let's
30.
be honest. The Warriors are gonna win this series. Hypothetically, if Clay goes ballistic, hypothetically, and
Celtics
he wins
is
Finals
6.
MVP,
I don't think Steph
Alright.
Curry needs a Finals MVP because when we talk about Steph Curry all time, we already know he's the top 20 player of all time. 2 MVPs, a unanimous MVP, 3-time champion. And when we talk about, but we also kind of know his ceiling, right? When we're talking about all time, like he's not I don't think most people say he's a top 5 player of all time, right? And I think most people agree he won't be.
Dude, some people are
Big
crazy.
Cap, what was that?
Oh,
You
I said
say
no.
eh?
I
Okay.
said no.
But-
no.
But when we talk
Not top
about where
10.
we put Steph all time, we are comparing him to guys like Magic Johnson, who didn't win Finals MVP every time they went to a Finals, and a
Well,
bunch
I'm
of
just
other
saying he needs
guys.
one. He only needs one. That's what I'm saying.
Only one.
Yeah.
I don't know, because when we do look at guys, especially in the 80s, I'm thinking of Bird and Magic. These are 2 dudes who played on very highly talented teams, and not all their rings came with Finals MVPs. So I think that he's proven he's the best player on that team in different years, right? He was the best player on the team in 2015, and he has showed up in the finals. So I don't think he needs one to really elevate himself higher than he could be.
if they simply weren't pushing an Andre Iguodala agenda just for him just coming off the bench in 2015, then he would already have one. We wouldn't be having this
Mhm.
debate right now because we saw him close out those final 2 games away too in Cleveland. We saw him close out the Cavs. So we wouldn't have this debate right now if people weren't so,
What year?
infatuated.
15.
2015.
Okay.
If they weren't so
LeBron-
infatuated with
LeBron-
Andre Iguodala coming off the bench and stopping LeBron, I guess.
Didn't he average like 36?
Yeah, LeBron had like
Yeah.
a 35
He
point
deserved
triple
Finals
double.
MVP.
Yeah, it's crazy.
If the person I was guarding scored 35 and I was called the stopper of said person, bro, that's crazy.
2021
Crazy.
PJ Tucker.
It's like how I clamp up James Harden, bro.
Oh,
Who's
Later,
clapping up James
later.
Harden?
Y'all
Later.
saw that video I sent you on TikTok, right?
I saw it. I know what
Okay.
you're talking about. Let's save it for later. Okay.
You see
Next
how
topic?
slow that man is? Sorry. Okay. Continue.
Okay. Next topic. Moving into a bit of some rumors with Zach LaVine. Let's see. A Chicago reporter from ESPN, David Kaplan, said that some within the Bulls front office don't want to offer Zach LaVine the max because they don't think he has the mentality it takes to win big. And there's been a lot of rumors circulating. Zach LaVine outright said he'd always wanted to play for the Lakers, to TMZ. They don't want to offer him the max. And Zach LaVine has never been part of really a winning team until now, if you want to consider the Bulls a winning team.
First
So-
round exit.
Yeah. Comes to this question. Do you think Zach LaVine should leave the Bulls this offseason?
Yeah.
To go where?
How so?
There is strong. There's
I'll be honest, I just don't like him.
Why?
I just don't like
Wait,
him.
what did he do to you?
I don't know, bro. I just don't like him. I like
What did he do to you?
DeMar DeRozan should be the one. Should be the star player.
He is the one.
so you're wait, what? Are you hating on Levine?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
Why
I
don't
just
you
think
why don't you like Zach LaVine? Is it because of the dunk contest?
kinda. Yeah, I'm not
How, dude? It's
He's
entertaining.
a Gordon fan.
Oh my
No,
God.
no. Okay, but for real, like I think I'd rather have DeMar DeRozan be my star player. Exactly.
That doesn't work out. You've seen it.
It works.
Hey, bro, the playoffs. The playoffs
No,
are
it
just
doesn't work. Have you seen him
It
lead a
barely
team?
works.
Okay, but
frozen.
DeMar can take over in the regular season. Then Zach just needs to go crazy in the playoffs. But they both suck in the playoffs.
facts.
Why can't your best player take over in the
It's
playoffs?
DeMar
Why do you got to
DeRozan.
rely on the number two?
It's DeMar
That's the-
DeRozan.
Which is exactly why I think he should leave.
I think.
Because oh wait, well go ahead.
Okay. Okay, yeah, sorry. If I'm the Bulls front office, I'm very concerned by how this playoff series went because you got possibly the best season of DeMar DeRozan's career, right? He was a front runner for MVP at one point,
Yeah.
and you still had a quality season from Levine. Vucevic played all right. You had Alex Caruso playing good. Lonzo did good, right? But if I'm
Okay.
looking at that team that got beaten 5 in the first round, I'm very concerned because we still had a quality season. You got to remember, DeMar's is getting older. He's in his 30s now. He's getting older. You don't know how many quality years left you have in him. And I think that team just its ceiling is not the finals.
I mean,
I-
that,
if I'm-
that
if
was
I'm in-
only
if I'm
one
in-
year with that roster. You wouldn't give it another go before you decide to.
I wouldn't, and here's why. I think there are a lot of concerns. Starting off with Lonzo Ball, they gave him a lot of money, but his knee might be a problem going forward. And we've seen him be injury prone before. But I think what was it, the meniscus tear for a 23, 24-year-old point guard? You know, like I said, he's had a lot of wear and tear. I don't know if he's gonna come back the same and give him the
Yeah,
same
especially
amount of
since he
production.
relies on his physicality so much.
Yeah. What are y'all laughing at now?
Nothing.
My fault.
Damn said.
My fault. Continue.
It's his fault.
But I think the Bulls
Shout out
Should
Grayson
be-
Allen.
should give another go. No, I'm kidding. I think they should give
Oh.
another go.
No
Because
way you
they
just
are
said
young.
that. No way you
Yeah.
just said shout out Grayson Allen. Get
Fear
him
the
on-
deer, baby.
They
Fear
are
the
pretty
deer.
young.
Hey, I
Kick
like
him
Grayson
out.
Allen now, bro.
Kick him out.
He's
Kick him out of
cool,
the
bro.
call.
Okay.
Fear the deer. Fear the deer.
Okay.
I love him, bro.
Dude.
So some more concerns I have with the Bulls is their center position with Vucevic was not good this year. You know, didn't give you the same production he did in Orlando, obviously. That comes with being the third option, but his defense was also terrible. And we saw that in the playoffs. He was getting bullied by Brook Lopez and Giannis just
Who
the whole
doesn't
time.
get
Yeah.
bullied by Brook Lopez and Giannis?
Man. Yo, Gobert to the Bulls. That would be interesting.
That would be an interesting
I
trade.
don't
If they
think
can,
pull that off though.
Lonzo and
Trade.
Vooch for Gobert.
Free Donovan Mitchell.
I don't think that's enough.
I don't
Maybe
know if
first
they
round
would
pick
do
in there.
that.
Yeah,
Let's
you
see.
got-
I mean,
And
doesn't
then
Mitchell want out though?
One of them's gonna go.
Yeah,
Who
it's not-
doesn't want out of Utah, bro? Like, who wants to be
Yeah.
in Utah? Bro? They're not gonna win anything
Yeah.
anytime soon.
Aiden to the
Hey.
Mavs.
hey, Dwayne Wade's the sleeper
Facts.
agent. He's the sleeper
It
agent.
really working for
Bro,
y'all.
he's not gonna.
Really-
stop-
really
your
working for
list
the
is
Heat.
not growing, bro.
Yeah,
How
we
do you
gotta
think
stop.
they got
with the
That
That
list.
list
We
has
gotta
not
stop
like
with the
gotten
list.
anyone.
We gotta
like,
stop
all
with
they
the
do.
Actually, though,
list.
that is the number one thing we need to stop.
Yeah, the list needs to stop, bro.
Fucking Heat
No, it's
fans,
gotta
bro.
stay
Heat
in
fans.
2021.
There's a player who got added, Patrick Beverly.
Stop.
There's rumors. I'm not
well,
getting into it.
Go
though.
ahead. Go ahead and explain the list to our
Pat Bev
viewers.
to the Bucks.
Okay, so the list, right? This started like 2 years ago, right? It was that offseason after the bubble. Any player who was a free agent just basically linked to the Heat, right? So I just said, you know what? Let me see how many rumors I can collect and add to the list. And I think about like 30 players got to that list. So
That's-
it was crazy. It
Do you not
expanded
see
a
your
lot.
own delusion?
Oh man, yeah,
It's
this
not
is
delusion.
delusional. It's
They're just
delusional.
rumors. How? It's not delusion.
You're
I
worse
think
than
it's a
Laker
joke.
fans.
You're obsessed,
most
bro.
reasonable
You're
Heat
obsessed.
fan.
It's a
Most
joke.
Really?
reasonable Heat
How do
fan.
y'all not-
Really?
It's a joke.
Okay.
Okay. I'd like to
It
continue
is
with the Zach
fucking
Levine thing.
Yeah.
One thing that's interesting with him is his agent. He's represented by Clutch Sports and Rich Paul. And
Okay.
as we've seen with his clients before, LeBron ended up leaving. Anthony Davis, he got represented by them in early 2019, ended up leaving. Ben Simmons, we know what happened with that. John Wall ended up leaving too. And then his own teammate, Lonzo Ball, ended up leaving New Orleans as soon as he signed with Clutch Sports. So a lot of guys could be in his ear about leaving and starting his own legacy, I guess, or just go win somewhere else. Because it's a continuing trend with clutch sports and their players.
That's
Do
fair.
you think he's gonna go to
Where
the
do you
Lakers?
think? Where
Is
do you
that
think
like
would be
your
a good
idea?
spot for him?
I think the Mavericks are a perfect fit for him. That's a two guard if they lose Brunson. And I think a sign and trade could work because they have the contracts like Tim Hardaway Jr., Bertans is on a big deal. You could package that with some picks because that's how sign and trades work. They're not, always fair. Look at the Jimmy Butler trade a couple years ago. They straight up traded Jimmy Butler for Josh Richardson. That was completely lopsided. So I think it's possible that we could see Levine in a Mavericks uniform next year.
Huh.
I didn't think of that.
They want to help him. They need a big.
They need Ayton, bro.
They need a big.
Yeah. Aiden to the Mavs.
Yeah.
That's a good move.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he? Wait, Aiden was the number 1 pick, right? Luka was
Yeah.
4th or
Yeah.
5th.
Yeah.
We got 10 minutes left on the call, by the way.
What?
Okay. Real quick,
Another one.
we could talk about Ayton real quick, though. As we know, he's about to be a free agent. The Phoenix Suns have an extension for Devin Booker on the table.
Mhm.
4 years, $200 million. So that might have DeAndre Ayton out of their price range for what he wants. So where do you think is an ideal landing spot for DeAndre Ayton? Besides the
Mavs.
Mavs, because we just said that. I said besides the Mavs.
My bad.
Hey, bro. The Nets.
Just wouldn't be able to pull anything off, I don't think.
Anyways,
Think
I
of any
have
picks.
He said anyways.
I have an ideal landing spot. Let's see. I have a
Wait,
sign and
Miami?
trade. No, with the
Oh.
Pacers. I think the
Interesting.
Pacers are a good fit for him. Here's why. They have Tyrese Halliburton already, young point guard. They can develop a pick and roll duo with them. You put him on a rebuilding team, you can really establish him as a scorer and, this real dominant force that he was supposed to be. And the ones we saw signs of in Phoenix were, I think his second year, he's averaging 18, 11, something like that. Let's see. My sign and trade includes Malcolm Brogdon and Miles Turner. You send them to the Suns. Let me elaborate more with that, Sam. Let's see. Miles Turner, you can send him to Phoenix. I think he's a better fit just based off of his defense. And, he's a better lob threat than DeAndre Ayton, certainly, for Chris Paul. And then for Malcolm Brogdon, you can bring him off the bench. And we saw in the playoffs down the stretch, they didn't really have that third ball handler to take the pressure off of Chris Paul and Devin Booker. They had campaign, but he got shorted out the rotation for Landry Shamet, so it wasn't really sustainable. So you gain Malcolm Brogdon off the bench. Before his injuries and stuff in Indiana, he was one of the league's elite shooters. I believe he had a 50, 40, 90. Yeah.
Yeah, rookie year.
50, 40, 90. Let's see. I think in 2020 to 2021, his first season in Indiana, he averaged about 21, 5, and 6. So you can get really good production, especially for the contract that he's currently on. I think it's better for that Suns team, for that retool, get more depth instead of having to worry about paying, that core four that much money and then having no depth like we saw in the playoffs.
I like that. I do like that.
Anybody else have a landing spot for DeAndre Ayton?
No. Not really.
I do like Mavs and Pacers. Those are probably the best two in my mind.
It's just DeAndre Ayton, bro. He's not that good.
He wants a lot of money.
I would,
bro. He
if
will be
Phoenix, I'm
good.
not paying him a max, and he might be able to squeeze a max out of Dallas or something. But
I don't know if Dallas just needs a big. That's a thing.
I don't think they
bro. I don't know why they let him go.
What is he?
because he was bad.
Playoff Pete?
Tingus?
Playoff
we're
Pete?
talking about Tingus.
You remember him in New York? You remember him in New York?
He's not
Bro,
the
he
same,
came
bro.
with ACL and then
not
lost
the same
all
No,
his
he's
player.
not the same.
I know, but you could have given him more time. They traded him after 2 years?
They gave him
Bro.
plenty of time. That's all
Yeah.
they needed. They got nowhere.
He's bad, bro. Spencer Dinwiddie, that was a good trade.
The Bitcoin contract.
So that's Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah, Mr. Bitcoin gave them immediate impact to where
Thanks, bro.
Porzingis was on the bench for 50%, not even 50, 75% of the season.
Kind of like Anthony Davis.
Lakers got to get rid of him, bro.
I'd say if he plays less than half the season this year, he's got to go.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
he was supposed to be the best player on the team by now. Like this was supposed to be his team.
He sucks.
Like
Bro.
LeBron even said that.
He sucks.
That's crazy.
He's not even
Hey,
top
Cap.
15.
Yo, Cap. Remember the dunk I showed you?
Oh, he broke his back.
On the Pelicans?
That man, no, so that man dunked, right? And he held the rim and he fell on his
Yeah,
back.
no, I know what you're talking about.
Bro, he was out for like 6 months.
Why are you laughing at another dude?
Why are you laughing at that?
This dude was laughing at cancer last time, bro. Are we really surprised by this?
Oh
Me?
yeah, you were. Yes.
Yes, bro.
Damn,
that was
Yeah,
sick.
that was you.
Yes. We can run the clip.
Oh, wait,
On the
was it
clip.
Cap? Oh,
It was
shoot.
you.
It was not me.
You.
I said,
Why
didn't
did
he
you
have
laugh?
cancer? And you started laughing.
You were dying, bro.
Dude,
Edit the clip in.
yeah.
Edit
the
it in.
clip does not lie. I'll edit that clip in.
Oh, it's fake.
Good.
Didn't he have
I don't-
cancer?
Yeah.
What you...
I remember now.
Man,
Why?
look, bro.
Okay. Since we have about 4 minutes left, real quick one. Bradley Beal, he'll be a free agent too. If you're the Wizards, are you giving him the super max that he wants? It's like 5 years, 230 million. I think he can make. Are you
No.
giving him
I
that
mean,
contract?
I guess. Might as
Who
well.
else are you gonna give it to?
They
Why
don't
not?
have anything. They don't have anyone.
Yeah.
No, I don't see why not.
Rui sucks. That's all they got.
No, he doesn't, bro.
He sucks, bro.
Have you,
That's
dude, no,
racist.
actually, he does not. He's actually pretty solid. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. He's
He's
Not
pretty
saying
solid.
no. Look at him. Look at him.
The one.
Look at him, bro.
The one
He's
Asian
solid.
player in the
He's
league.
averaging like 12 points or something, 12 and 8 or something like that.
Kyle
Something
Kuzma's
Didn't he
better.
not?
Kyle
Didn't,
Kuzma's
did
better.
he not play like
He is.
3/4 of the season, Rui?
Yeah, he did get hurt like near the beginning, but in those few games he played, he was pretty solid. for a rookie.
I
I
think
love
you're
his
Keep in mind-
shoes
keep in
though.
mind,
He got them. He
Jason
got
only
them
likes
player
him 'cause
ways.
Jason only likes him
Jason, I think you're biased.
because he's Japanese. That's the only reason.
Yeah,
bro.
but
Yeah.
that doesn't make him a bad player though. He's still a solid player.
He has nice
Bro.
He's
shoes.
not like great, but
Talking about his shoes.
solid. He's solid.
Have you seen his Jordan 36s?
No.
They're
No.
nice.
Oh, I've
Let me
seen
look
him.
up.
See, they're nice.
Let me see.
Version of the Jordan 36, bro.
They probably suck.
Yeah.
No, they're nice. Let me find them. Okay.
But
Not
yeah.
like the Tatum 36s.
They're like
Ooh, I like the
Bradley
golden,
colorway.
bro.
Yeah, I like the
See?
colorway.
Yeah, the colorways are clean, and he has another one that's nice.
Bro.
Hey, he's a future all-star, bro. I can tell you. Future all-star. He's got He's got that good
I don't know
small
about that,
forward
man.
build. He can shoot. He can shoot. He can shoot. He can drive. He's a good
power
defender.
Then
forward.
why isn't he good?
I know they should play him at small forward. That's the thing, because he can handle the
Kuzma took
ball
his
too.
spot.
He's like
Kuzma
Jabari
took his
Parker.
spot.
Man, who
Jabari
cares about
Parker was
Kuzma?
bad at
Kuzma's
best.
better though.
Kuzma's better.
Kuzma's
For
better.
now. For now.
No,
You know Kuzma's young
Forever.
too, right? Kuzma's pretty young.
Kuzma's like 20, what, 26, 28?
he's 24.
28.
Oh,
Bro, it's like
He
his
is
fourth, fifth
24.
season.
He's been in the league since he was 18, 19, something like that.
Oh.
He's young.
Yeah,
Hold on, let me look
Kuzma's-
this up.
Yeah, Kuzma's only like 24, I think.
How old is Rui? 21, 22.
22.
What, this is third year.
24. Because he played 4 years in college.
Mm.
Oh,
Something like
gotcha.
that. Yeah, he played all 4.
Yeah, that's not helping him out.
Yeah.
I
Imagine
mean,
playing all 4 years.
he's got the dude. He went to the. I think they won the championship. Gonzaga.
No, not this
No,
year.
Not that year?
Gonzaga.
No, I think they got eliminated in the Sweet 16. I think. That
Oh
year.
yeah.
something like that. It was early.
He still got like a touch of that playoff experience though.
We have a minute.
All right, I'm just gonna end the recording now.
Wait, but
Oh.
but. So are we getting Bradley Beal to Supermax?
Yeah.
Personally, I am.
I feel like
Yes.
it's a deal they would regret.
They have nothing to gain. Might as well.
Yeah, it's
If
not like
I'm-
they're a place where a lot of free agents are gonna want to come and they can like balance between him and someone else. It's literally just him.
Yeah. They want to contend for some reason, even though they're not going anywhere.
They're
I
not
think the
contending.
Porzingis trade really showed that they're not winning anything, but they're committed to winning. And if Bradley Beal wants to be there, then he's not going anywhere.
He's not running for the
Bro,
grind.
if I was him, I mean, this is supreme bag chasing, so you can't even hate on it. But
Facts.
So we left off with Cap going in on Damian Lillard, and I think that's going to be our slander segment for today. So Cap, the floor is yours.
All I have to say, Damian Lillard is not a top 20 player in the league.
That's bold.
He's not top 20.
Top 20?
Like current?
He's not top 20.
Okay, name them. Go.
Name all 20? Okay. LeBron,
He got
Kevin
nothing.
Durant, Steph Curry, Chris Paul, Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
Giannis.
Okay, hold on.
Jokic.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Hold on.
What'd I say?
Jaylen Brown's
Jaylen.
Brown's kind of ridiculous.
Chris,
Hey,
you also
Jalen-
say Christopher. I'm not taking Christopher over Dame.
Shit, I am.
I'm not.
Well, we know you
You're
are.
not?
And that's
You're not
getting you a
taking Chris
second
Paul
round
over Damian
exit.
Lillard.
No.
What has Damian Lillard done?
What has Chris Paul done?
Made it to the finals.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro.
Oh, but
At least
seriously,
Damian
seriously.
Lillard played the Warriors like
Okay, but
4
are you
different
seriously- Are you
times.
seriously taking Damian Lillard over Chris Paul?
Yes.
Mhm.
He's a better scorer. He's more clutch.
When
Everything.
has he been like the 1 seed or the 2 seed or the 3 seed?
Well, he
Or the
hasn't
4
had
seed?
teams that are as good as the teams.
Three
Chris Paul
seed
has had.
multiple
Teams have
He
not
times.
been
made it
that
to the
good.
Western Conference Finals before CP3
Okay,
That's
but
true.
bro,
while being like 80
CJ
years
McCollum.
younger.
He has a
CJ
crappy.
McCollum.
He's had a crappy.
That's his
team,
second
though.
best player and only player, bro. CJ McCollum's his only like.
CJ McCollum's a pretty
other
good
g-
player.
I
Yeah,
know, but
he's
that's
not
it.
Devin
But
Booker
he's
or
not D
DeAndre
Book,
Ayton.
bro.
Mhm.
Bro, you
Or
put
Blake
Dame on
Griffin.
that Phoenix team, they're going to the final. They're winning.
Agreed. They'll do more.
You
They'll do
put
more.
Dame on that Suns team last year. They're beating the Bucks.
Think about
No one's beating that
Damian
Bucks
Lillard's
team.
Damian Lillard's
It's going
best
7
teammate
at
was
least.
like
It's
Damian
going
Lillard's
7
best
at least.
teammate was like 2 years of LaMarcus Aldridge, and that's really
Yeah.
all he had. And then he just had CJ McCollum, who's a really good scorer, but outside of that, that's really it.
Bro, but he's over. Damian Lillard's overrated. There was a point
I
where he was
agree.
underrated,
I
right?
agree.
No, this is how it
Still
goes.
good.
He's okay.
Are you
Borderline.
saying
okay.
he got Cap? Are you saying like he got so overrated that
No,
he became so underrated that he became overrated?
Yeah, exactly.
I think at
that happens
worst.
to a lot of players.
Exactly.
I think
I
at
had-
worst he's a top 4 point guard in the league.
Tough.
Dude, you put
Top
Dame
four?
on this year's
Top
Phoenix
4.
team. They're not
Yeah.
losing to Dallas. And
saying, like-
See,
Instead of Chris Paul.
yes,
Oh.
and they
Mm.
might. I don't
no,
know
that's
what-
true. Cap, don't even lie.
That's not
Yeah.
even an argument.
All right, now okay, y'all are
Don't
just
even
slandering
lie.
Chris Paul because he had one bad
On
playoff
game
season.
7. That's
One. That's
Dog,
ridiculous.
your man
bro.
Christopher
That's-
had
that's
like 8
crazy.
points in the
One?
finals game last year.
No,
I
I'm
got
talking
the
about just. I'm
receipts,
talking
by
about
the
like just
way.
this season. Just this season. Like
Bro,
he had.
Dame
He had
didn't even
one
play
bad
the
Pelicans
season.
pushed them to 6.
Okay, bro.
Bro, come. Like, you think Dame's letting that happen? No. With
Think about
that
what you just-
team,
think about
bro,
what you just
Dame
said.
has-
Think about what you just
Dame
said.
has never had a team as good as the Suns.
Think about what you just said.
That's very true.
You just said
Dame
Dame's not
has
going to lose to the
never had a
Pelicans.
team as good as the Suns.
Never.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. Okay. What
So
about when
any
Chris Paul? Okay. What
slander
about
you're about to say.
what about when Chris Paul was on the Thunder?
What did
That
they
was
do?
1 year.
it? What about
That was 1 year.
What you trying to say?
Bro, Jason, your mic.
Yeah, Jay, you gotta figure something else out.
Anyways,
Wait, what do you mean? Is it bad?
no,
It's
you're
better.
good. David. I'll have to
bro.
say David Lillard is overrated, bro. He sucks.
He sucks.
Top 4 point
Yes.
guard in the league, bro.
Top
Bro.
4.
Yes.
Top 4.
You couldn't even name
Steph,
10.
Luka,
You couldn't even
Kyrie,
name the
Dame.
20 players. You said
Y'all
Jaylen
cut me
Brown.
off.
Okay,
Okay.
go. Start over.
Jokic.
You said
start over.
Jalen Brown.
Start
man.
over. Start
I'm
over.
taking Jalen. All right. Start over. Where should I
Mhm.
start from?
You started with.
I'm
LeBron
not
and
waiting for
KD.
this dude to name 20 players.
Yeah.
Maybe
Here, I'll
6
go.
of
Let's
them
just-
aren't better.
Bradley Beal.
Let's just name players.
Bradley Beal is not better than Damian Lillard. Do not say that.
No.
I'm taking
Do
Bradley
not
Beal.
say that. You're
I'll take
crazy
Bradley
for that.
I'm taking Bradley Beal.
At least
For you
Jalen Brown is
saying-
2-way. I
For
don't
you
think
saying what Damian Lillard has done, Bradley Beal has done significantly less. So I mean,
Mhm.
as a
Wait,
star, as a number
But
one
he's
option.
better. He scores more.
He's not better because he
no,
averaged
this
30
year
on, like,
he
a
was
terrible
not
team.
a better scorer.
Bro, any All Star would have put up.
Hold
30
on.
with those
Damian
numbers.
Lillard. Damian Lillard scores high points just because he's on a bad team.
He's always
That's
done
not
that.
even what I
Also-
was
he
saying.
also
And
We
he's
always
been
say
a
series
playoff
occasionally.
seed. He's been a like fairly high playoff seed.
Bro, he's made the conference finals against the Warriors, bro. Like,
Okay, but he's not that good, bro. He's really not that good. He's not. Y'all
Dog,
acting like
this
he's
is
top 10.
crazy, bro.
Y'all acting like he's top 10. He's not top 10.
No one has said he's top 10. We're just saying he's a
Is he
4
top
point
15?
guard, a top 20 player.
Top
in the league.
15.
He's a
You
top-
said he
top
wasn't
15.
a top 20 player in the
You
league.
said he wasn't a top 20
Yeah.
player. He's
I'm
definitely a
asking
top
y'all.
10.
I'm asking y'all.
No,
Damian
you
Lillard
asked the
currently is
question.
top
I
15.
He's
Top
top
15?
15.
I can name
I-
15 players better than
I
John.
wouldn't put him
Can
top
we stop
15
with the
just because he's
emojis?
off an injury, but definitely
Thank
top
you.
20.
Okay.
I can name 15 players better.
You keep on saying that
Okay,
and then
I
proceed to not name them.
Okay, do you want me to name
And you
15
said he
better
wasn't top
players?
20. You
Yes,
said he wasn't
go.
top 20 at first. You said he wasn't top 20 at
No,
first. You can't change
let's go
the-
with 15. Go.
Hold on, let me
Don't
get,
cut him off. Don't cut him off.
Yeah, let's give him.
let me get the list of just like players and all.
Bro
Okay,
has
let
no NBA knowledge whatsoever. He
Bro,
struggles
it's hard to
name
know.
50
It's hard to
He
remember.
struggles to name the
It's
top
really not
15
that hard
players
to
in the
name
NBA.
15, bro.
I don't want to
It's
like.
really not
repeat.
that hard.
I don't want to. Shut up, bro. Please.
Hurry up,
LeBron.
bro. Hurry up.
LeBron, Steph,
We're running out of
AD,
daylight,
Chris
man.
Paul, Giannis, James Harden, Kawhi, Jokic, Luka, Embiid. Give me Westbrook, Paul George.
Oh, now you want Westbrook. Okay,
Okay.
now you want
Yeah.
Westbrook.
That's
Yeah, give me
crazy.
Westbrook. Westbrook's a better player.
Over
Harden
Dame?
and Westbrook is
That's
no.
ridiculous to say that.
No,
Now you like
no,
Individually?
no,
Individually.
No.
Jason, who you
Facts.
taking? Who you taking?
Westbrook.
All right. See.
Wait. Are we talking about
Are we talking about Westbrook
Right
versus
now?
Dame?
right now? Westbrook versus Dame.
Yes, bro. Damian Lillard is a better
No.
Get him
rapper.
off the
Gosh.
get him off the podcast.
He's a
Get him
better
off the
rapper
podcast.
than
Get
he's
him
a
out of
basketball
here.
Get him out of here.
Get him
He's a
out of
better
here.
Jason,
rapper.
why are you agreeing with this?
I would take Westbrook because he's more of an all-around player.
There's
Defensively,
no
you
way
know,
I just heard
bad.
those words. There's
Rebounding.
No way. There's
Worse
no
than
way.
Dame.
the only
That
thing he
must be-
can't do is shoot. That's the only difference. That's it.
Yeah.
No. No.
This is ridiculous, bro.
No. You
Anyways.
put Dame on that Lakers team, he's averaging like 28.
No, he's
Easily,
not,
off
bro.
ball.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
He's
off
getting
ball
locked
of
up.
LeBron? What? Yes.
No, he's not. He's gonna be like,
Off
oh,
ball
he's
of
gonna be like,
LeBron and
oh,
AD, yes.
he's gonna be like, oh, my knee, my ankle. That's what he's gonna do.
Who?
Damian
Dame!
Lillard since
He
when?
sucks!
Since when has he ever done
Oh.
that? When has he
No,
ever done
your
that?
your
He
lack
would.
of NBA knowledge is showing.
He would.
I can't
Anyways.
defend that, bro.
Your
I can't.
lack of
Yeah.
NBA
Cap,
knowledge
bro.
is showing
Cap.
right now.
Cap.
Cap,
Damian
name
Lillard
one
is
time
not
he's ever
that
done
good,
that.
bro. No, y'all are on it. Y'all like him because he hit one game winner. The score was
That's not
Oh,
even
hit
what-
more
I
than
like
one.
I like Paul
He
hit
George
more
more
than
than I
one.
like Dame Lillard.
The
I like
Rockets?
Paul George
Exactly,
more than I like
same,
Dame
bro.
Lillard.
Same.
The
But I
Rockets?
think Dame is.
But no, I'm talking about that one game winner against the Thunder.
I like Paul George more than I like Damian Lillard, and I
As
like
you should,
Dame.
bro. As you should.
And Dame is still
I-
a fantastic player.
Anyways,
You're just a hater, bro. You're just
I
a hater.
am a hater.
This is
Yeah.
crazy.
Bro still couldn't name 15 players.
Yuck. Okay, Paul George, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell. Why is Kobe on the list?
Donovan Mitchell over Paul George.
Why are you using
Or
a
over
Google
Dame.
list?
So I can name people.
Dude.
Jimmy Butler.
Who has the count? Start over.
Nah, we're moving on.
Bro, Cap.
Moving on.
No, way
No
you
one's
said you
winning
would
this
have
argument.
Current Westbrook over Dame.
Yes, I am.
That's your worst take yet.
No, I am.
That's the worst take I think I've ever heard anyone say in the group chat and in the podcast. That's horrendous.
You're
that's
unironic.
bad.
That's
Unironic.
terrible.
Sam said he could beat James Harden 1-on-1.
Okay,
That's the same thing.
No,
saying.
no. I didn't say I could beat him 1-on-1. I said I will hold him to his average field goal percentage. That's all I said.
Okay, should we actually move on now?
Yes,
Next topic?
82 game season.
I want the
Okay,
smoke.
so Adam Silver, Adam Silver recently came out and said that he wants.
He
Came out.
I mean,
Oh.
okay. He recently said in a press conference interview that he would be open to shortening the NBA season in order to, implement in-season tournaments and to stop, players sitting out, less injuries.
Bro, Jason,
all
what do you
things
mean
like
by
that.
that? No.
Huh?
Why do you have that? You know what? Just continue.
Okay. Should the NBA shorten their season from 82?
No.
Personally, I'm against it.
So how many? Like how long are we shortening it?
It could be anything, 70, 60
Yeah.
games, whatever.
I think
I'd
70 is
imagine-
fine.
I'd imagine
I think
70
anything
would be
less
the
is
range.
not good.
Okay, but why? Like, what's the why is he doing it?
Injuries, to implement in-season tournaments,
What does that mean?
and just
I don't like that idea.
Yeah,
So
I don't like
Season
him too.
tournaments? What does that mean?
there. So how soccer does cups in the middle of their season.
Yeah, no, we're not. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he wants to do that.
That would
Why?
be bad for the sport. That would be bad.
It's fine. I
For
think it's
money.
fine the way it is. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh,
It's
what
fine.
we
I
need
think
the
I think
most?
the last few years has been awkward with COVID and all that, and the shortened season, and like with how late that 1 year went. There's only like a month break or like a 2 month break and end the season the next season. I think right now it's just all kind of piling up, so I think it'll be fine. It'll even out these next few years.
Yeah. It's just fine the way it is.
We need a 1v1 tournament at the All-Star game. That's what we need.
I would like to see
I
that.
don't think so.
Eagles would be hurt.
Why?
if we
It would
lost.
take too
They
long
wouldn't do it.
to.
I just wouldn't think that was that interesting.
I think
You
it would be
You
cool.
don't want to see KD versus LeBron?
No.
That wouldn't happen.
They wouldn't play
'cause-
each other. It would be like
Exactly.
Miles Bridges versus like Gary Payton Jr.
No, it would have to be position.
Nah,
It would have to be
Miles
position.
Bridges would be rapping the halftime show. He's not doing the 1v1.
I meant Mikal Bridges. Shoot, whatever. Mikal Bridges versus Gary Payton Jr. That's what we would get. We wouldn't get LeBron versus KD, bro,
Why not?
because both of them would not agree to do that.
Why
It's,
not?
I don't
If
think
I'm
either of them
KD
would
if
want
I'm
Well,
KD, I'm doing
I don't
it.
think LeBron would do it in general just because he's
LeBron
old,
hasn't done a
you know.
slam dunk contest. Would he do a 1v1 contest at 37 years old?
Maybe.
no, I don't
Like young players, like if you had like
He's
Cade
chasing
Cunningham
that
versus
ghost,
Jalen
bro.
Green, that'd be cool.
Cade Cunningham.
What?
Cade Cunningham.
Oh,
Oh,
you never
funny about-
know.
that's an
Wait, what's funny
all-star?
about Cade Cunningham?
Yeah.
No,
not an
as-
all-star.
It's like a skill
That's
tournament
saying-
type.
Wait,
thing.
wait.
Yeah, as an event.
Yeah.
Who said
Oh,
Cade
I
Cunningham?
I thought you were
Players
saying
against each
all-star.
other.
I thought you were saying. I'm sorry.
No.
I thought you were saying
No, we're talking about the
all-star.
1v1 tournament.
Why are you
LeBron
laughing
is
about the number
chasing
one
that
pick being an
ghost.
all-star?
No.
Yeah,
Because he's not an all-star, bro. Bro's played like 5 games.
He could be. I don't know why you're
That'd
laughing
be his
at that.
yeah, this was just a thing in the future.
Bro.
This wasn't like
Okay.
a
Chasing
okay,
that
well-
ghost, he would do
whatever.
it. And that ghost lives in Chicago.
I don't think that would add to his resume. Winning a 1v1 tournament.
LeBron is so corny, bro. Bro, I'm chasing that ghost, and that ghost lives in Chicago, bro.
Shut up.
Nah, his post and Instagram captions are hilarious. Anytime he like drops 50, like, man, I love this game.
But we all agree the season should not. Or wait, no, someone said it should be shortened. I don't know.
I
I'm not
would be
a fan.
okay with it, but like not by too many games. Like 70 or 72.
If they were to shorten the season for the sole purpose of just making more money with in-season tournaments, would you agree? Okay, all I said was, if they were to shorten the season to essentially just make money, would you agree with it?
No.
That's all it is.
There's just no
I wouldn't.
point.
I don't want them to sell out.
Facts.
Bro, I don't want injured players though. That's what you're not thinking about.
I think it's gonna decline, like the amount of injured players.
Just don't get injured.
Yeah,
Tell that to
like
Chris
coming from
Paul,
a
bro.
Kyrie
Tell that to
thing.
Chris Paul.
I was gonna tell Tyson,
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
You know what? I'll ignore that.
But how's the shorter season? I mean, I guess.
You play less games, bro.
I guess, yeah.
Less of a chance.
I think it's really just to stop
Statistics,
players from sitting out.
Might as well just not play them. Might as well just play 10 games.
What?
Bro,
Bro, injuries
Are
are
you
part of
good?
the game.
Are you good?
bro, your
you good?
NBA knowledge is like really showing today.
His logic is making no sense.
It does make sense. If you're gonna shorten the season by like 10 games, just because of injuries, might as well just even make it even shorter.
Then that means they play like one game a month. Or like, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
How-
Why would you shorten the season? It makes no sense.
This is the worst. This is the
Isaiah,
worst.
I
Stop-
see the
someone
color
mute
in
him,
the
bro.
vinyl
Someone
on
mute
the
him.
wall.
Kick him
I
out.
like it. I like it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, so the last thing then we were gonna talk about was Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah.
It'll be
Wait.
Hall of
But
Fame debate.
before we do, I have a question.
Let's hear it.
So, all right. So, all time, are you taking Damian Lillard or Paul George?
Dang, that's tough. I
Hmm.
really do like Paul George. I think two-way player. Obviously, I might take Paul George. Honestly,
I would take Paul George.
I'm slightly taking Paul George.
I'm taking Paul George because Dame only plays on one end.
Okay.
that's fair.
I'll
And
take
I'm
Paul
more of a
George.
fan of Paul George. He's more fun to watch for me.
Facts.
He's so smooth. Pause.
Hold on.
But like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking
You
about.
don't have to pause everything.
Yeah, you didn't have to say it.
Bro, okay,
Now we
yeah,
know. Now we
dog.
know
the
what you're
people
thinking.
I'm-
Though. Now we
Yeah.
know.
Isaiah literally said Adam Silver came out and Capu's like, came out. I have to say
He
pause
said it
for stuff
too.
like that.
Dog.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, because if you
Okay.
didn't say pause, I would have.
So the main reason I wanted to talk about Hall of Fame is because if y'all haven't seen it, Basketball Reference has a Hall of Fame probability calculator, right?
Oh,
Has
yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of active and current players. And I was looking at it because I just saw something about like Hall of Fame. And what stuck out to me was this is the first thing I noticed. Kyle Lowry has an 85% probability of being in the Hall of Fame. And that's over guys like Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Kyrie Irving, which I thought was interesting. So I want to know what y'all thought. Do you think Kyle Lowry is going to make the Hall of Fame?
I think he will,
Yeah,
just based off of
the ring.
because Hall of Fame isn't just your accolades; it's also just your impact on where you played and just the overall game of basketball in general. So really, him helping bringing a championship to Toronto, just on top of all his accolades that he got there, to me, it's an easy Hall of Fame pick. Because like guys like Vlade Divac are in the Hall of Fame, Drazen Petrovic, their impact, expanded way more than just basketball because it was also rooted, in all the war stuff they were going through. But you think about just overall impact outside of basketball, Kyle Lowry's in my opinion.
It says Kawhi Leonard's at 77%.
That's what's. I mean, to be fair, the calculator is not very good. In my opinion, it doesn't account for college and international stuff. So guys like Luka Doncic aren't even on the thing yet, and guys like Jokic aren't as high as they should be in my opinion.
Jokic's at 43. Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, but that was just something interesting to me because Kyle
I'm
Lowry,
looking
in
at it
my
now.
eyes, he's not like.
Wait,
They
I
have
think
Damian Lillard. Hold on. They have Damian Lillard higher than Giannis on the probability. That's
I told you.
crazy.
Nah, that's
overrated.
pretty accurate. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Wait, it says Al Horford is at 12.
Yeah, what were you saying about Al Horford earlier, Isaiah?
So Al Horford, I think he's a Hall of Fame player, just based off not first ballot or anything, but I think he will eventually get in, probably in his older ages, just because he was a 5-time All-Star, All Defensive Third Team. All NBA Third Team, made the All Defensive Team in 2018, and just his overall impact as a really valuable role player later in his career. And the fact that he's the most successful player to come out of the Dominican Republic, outside of Cat, that's a really big deal. Being a player from a place that doesn't produce a lot of NBA players and being the most successful, and being able to be a multi-time All-Star, really speaks levels. So I think he's a Hall of Fame player for his career. And I think if he wins the championship this year, it just adds to that.
Yeah, a ring would be really good for him.
Anyone gets into the NBA Hall of Fame, so it's like he'll probably get in.
Yeah, it won't be soon though.
Hey, he been hooping.
Okay, we have 7.
Giannis' dad.
Wait, we have 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
Oh.
I want to get into a second slander segment because we wanted to talk about it last time. Sam, the James Harden backstory.
Oh,
We need to hear it.
all right.
Why do you hate James Harden?
Okay, hate's a strong word, but I mean it's fairly
Okay.
accurate.
Yeah, exactly.
So basically, when I was, I don't know, like 10 maybe, living in Houston, hear from my friend that James Harden's at the mall and he's like signing people's like jerseys and hats and stuff. So naturally, bro, go out there, wait for 2 hours in this line at the mall. Okay, keep in mind I didn't like have a phone, but, wait for 2 hours, get to the line, and it's literally just Patrick Beverly and Dwight Howard.
Even better.
No.
Better.
What do you mean even better? I said Dwight Howard.
Exactly.
Hey, he's cool.
Okay. And it's just there, and then everyone's like, "Where's James Harden?" He's like, "Oh yeah, he was supposed to be here, but something came up, and he just left." Bro was probably at the club.
He definitely was.
So like, ever since then, and then proceeds to not win anything with Houston, and then proceeds to ditch the Nets, Like he's just an all-around loser, and I hope he never wins anything in his career. He's slow. He's like big.
Not better than you at basketball.
No, he's definitely better than me at basketball, but like.
I know that had to hurt to say, huh?
But like, I mean, he's 6'5" and 400, bro. He could probably just big body me if he wanted to. But like,
Then how are you gonna beat him 1-on-1?
because he has no first step. But anyway, I hope that he never wins a single thing.
He
in
has
his
no first
career.
step.
He has no.
That's so crazy.
I hope
Bro.
he never wins a single thing in his NBA career because he's just he doesn't deserve it. The mentality is not there.
Oh yeah. So I saw this post, right? I don't know if y'all can see it, but it says, which duo are you taking, LeBron and Jimmy, or Giannis and Paul George?
Giannis and Paul George.
Why?
They're
Agreed.
better.
Who's
think so,
guarding
too.
Giannis?
That's a
Jimmy.
good point.
Well, LeBron has to, but he's not going to be able to.
The second team is better defensively. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's a better fit too because at times in games, Jimmy and LeBron can both be pretty passive.
Mhm.
And then on the defensive end, like Jimmy's obviously an aggressive defender, but LeBron like sometimes just picks and chooses to where he wants to be an elite
Yeah, and
defender
takes
or he can be lazy.
off possessions or games. Yeah.
Yeah. And in a 2-on-2, he's probably
Yeah.
gonna get lazy a lot.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
plus,
Paul
I
George,
think,
the Paul George Giannis pick and roll.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
definitely
they're
more
not
floor
guarding that.
spacing.
Okay,
Mhm.
what about Prime? Everyone's in
Prime.
the
Ooh.
I'm taking prime LeBron and prime Jimmy.
Oh, prime LeBron, bro. Give me that
Dude.
2018 LeBron.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bro,
Oh, 2018? I
Prime
was gonna say
LeBron
Miami.
is scary.
2013, bro.
I was gonna say Miami.
Yeah.
LeBron.
I think
I'm
2018
taking-
is prime. Like,
I'm talking 2014 Defensive Player of the Year candidate LeBron James. That's the
I
prime.
just like that 2018 LeBron more.
Well, you only like the
For-
2018 playoffs, LeBron.
Yeah.
No, that whole season, bro. You don't remember that whole season?
No, that
Dude,
whole
he went
season
off.
for LeBron was crazy.
I know. Yeah, that was like
He had two different
crazy.
teams. He made the
Proceeds
finals.
to get
That's pretty
swept.
crazy.
Proceeds to get swept.
like a new team mid-season, bro. It's crazy.
Just say
Still all to get swept. But that one is
he
closer.
played
Bro,
Steph
he-
Curry and Kevin Durant.
I don't know why they bring that up, bro.
End of the day, he got swept.
He wouldn't have gotten swept if J.R. Smith and George Hill existed.
You don't know
That's
that.
besides
Why
the
do you
point.
think- Why do you think
True.
LeBron
I
was
do
just
know
gonna
that.
make that three?
3.
That wasn't
Talking
the
about the free
assumption.
throws.
That is the assumption.
No, if George Hill made a second free
No,
throw,
he said
that game
J.R.
doesn't go.
Smith.
He said both of them.
Oh, I didn't hear.
No,
George
I said
Hill.
if they didn't exist, if anybody else was taking that free throw, like put Kevin Love at the line, he's probably making both of them.
How you missed both?
George Hill is like a decent free throw shooter. He's just not clutch.
who's not a good free throw shooter and who
But
isn't clutch.
You gotta think
LeBron.
though. Paul George was that 2019. Paul George is a level above prime Jimmy, I think.
Prime Paul
agree.
George is better
Yes.
than Prime Jimmy is.
Yes.
Isaiah, bro.
Yeah, but he's like,
That's
No,
not even.
I was looking at the TV. I agree.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
thought you were
disagreeing.
looking
oh,
around.
I thought you were like,
No,
Yeah.
no.
yeah.
Okay.
So I don't
I
know.
agree.
I still might take Giannis PG over LeBron.
Well, right now
Even
it's
in their
prime
primes.
Giannis, right? So
I don't think
Yeah.
we've seen like this peak yet, but
I still think
that's
yeah, it's
obviously
hard to
fair.
judge if it's still his peak. But I still think
mean-
it's still a tough defensive matchup for LeBron. And obviously he can play, depoy level, but it's
and
still a
Giannis
tough
can
matchup.
guard LeBron on the perimeter. I mean, we saw it in the All-Star game. So
Bro, that's the
in
All-Star.
the All-Star game,
yeah, I mean
That's
they
the
were
All-Star
trying,
game,
bro. They were trying. You can't even cap. They were trying.
yeah, that's
Honest-
a 1-game sample size in a game that doesn't matter. So I mean,
Honestly, if LeBron wants to play the
Charity,
perimeter,
bro,
you could
matters.
probably have
Come on.
PG switch onto him. Because I think PG on LeBron is still a decent defensive matchup. And Jimmy's obviously not lights out from behind the arc. So you can have Giannis play a little more drop if they ever decide to switch. So
no, that they're dropping every time Jimmy and LeBron run a pick and roll. 'Cause none of them can really shoot unless you
Well, if
have
we're
like
talking about
the
prime.
FG3. That's really weird.
The lit FU3.
Oh,
Cap.
bro, I don't
Cap.
understand how people don't guard that.
Where'd you get that post from?
Instagram.
Because that's like a weird. I've never heard of like that type of like 2v2 situation.
Hoop Central.
Like,
It's a
I could,
random
Satellite
like-
one.
sources.
Oh,
let's see. I think a better like 2v2 comparison would be like Steph Curry and Shaq versus like Magic Johnson and I don't know, let's say Akeem.
Yeah,
Steph
like a
Curry.
more like
Steph and
position
Shaq, bro.
battle.
Steph Curry.
Mhm.
Where's
Steph and Shaq.
Kawhi? Where has Kawhi been, bro?
He's hurt.
He's chilling, bro. He's
He's
chilling.
healing, bro.
He
They
would-
might
Hey,
come
next
out the
season, though,
West,
he'll be
bro.
back.
They might come out the West.
Yeah, it's a good team.
I think they still need another point guard, but I think
Klay
I have
Thompson
them
has
coming
been
up the
so
West.
mid, bro.
that's what I'm
It's
that's
been
what I'm
alright.
saying.
It's been alright.
That's what I was trying to say before I jinxed it, and he scored like 7 straight points. He has been really
Didn't
mid
he have
throughout
like
the
what
whole
15 in
playoffs.
game 1? 15?
Who?
Yeah, I think
Something
you're
like
right.
that, Clay?
And he didn't. He wasn't great efficiency either. He's like
Really?
2 for 7 from 3.
He,
We're talking
he's
about
been so
Clay.
streaky. Yes.
Bro was
Clay.
crying about the top 75, bro.
Bro. Remember when
He
I
didn't
bet?
deserve.
I
He
bet.
did not deserve to be
He
top
did not
75.
deserve to be
Oh,
top
Cat,
75.
I know what you're
Reason
talking
in the
about now.
top 75.
Who would
It's
y'all
not
rather have to
NBA
guard?
knowledge.
Steph or Kyrie?
Steph.
Well,
Wait, what's
it-
what's the question?
in what scenario? Because it's different. Is it like a 5v5 scenario or 1v1?
Let's go 5v5.
Okay, 5v5 Kyrie because
No,
Steph is
I'm
gonna.
not trying to get dropped.
No, because Steph's gonna run all over the court.
Yeah, he's
bro.
gonna
get
send you
tired.
to
I'd rather
hospital.
run than have to guard Kyrie.
I'm not
The whole
talking-
game.
You're gonna run
I
around
think-
all
I
those
think-
screens.
I'd
Yeah.
rather do cardio
Yes.
than
I
end
think
up on the
Curry would
ground.
score more
Yes.
on me
Exactly.
in
I am
a
not getting
5v5, but
dropped.
Kyrie would embarrass me. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe it's
Like
just
Kyrie.
like the line. Maybe it's the lineman in me, but I'm not trying to run around. The
Yeah,
whole
bro,
game
you wouldn't
chasing
keep
around
up.
Steph
You
Curry.
wouldn't keep up.
I mean,
Heck
he
no.
would get some open looks.
Isaiah the lineman
He
passing
would get
out
open
during
looks with
sprints at the
anyone
end.
here, though. Like, no
Yeah.
one's keeping up with him.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I don't know. How about in a 1v1?
1v1,
Curry.
Steph.
definitely Steph, not Kyrie.
But
Bro,
you're
I'm
gonna
not
lose
gonna-
quicker. To
Quicker,
Steph.
I say Steph is quicker, but if
No,
we're talking
you're
about
gonna
like quicker
lose
with the
faster. Like the game will be over faster
Oh.
if you're playing Steph.
You know
Okay,
Kyrie's
Kyrie.
a great shooter, right?
Yeah, but he's
Yeah,
not Steph.
Steph's a better scorer though.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, barely.
I mean, but
yeah.
at the end of the day, Steph might embarrass me, but it won't be anywhere close to what Kyrie does.
getting dropped, bro, he'll make you turn around.
I'd rather
Honestly,
get
if you
beat.
guard, if I'm guarding Kyrie, I would just do a no jump policy and just contest with your hands. Like at that point, what
What?
else can you do?
I say
If
I'd
you
rather.
jump- if you jump, you know it's a hezzy. Like you're just lost. So
Why
like,
you hezzy?
Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, make sure you press the like button and hit subscribe. You can follow us on TikTok at the Hardwood Highlights Podcast. And James Harden, if you're watching,
It's that like button.
this guy just called you out.
I did.
Dang,
I did.
I would not
All
want
right,
to talk to you that
We'll see you
Peace.
next episode. Peace.